We are here with Mike Stewart, and he has created 3 different prototypes of safe spaces to provide families who lost their homes a safe and warm place to sleep at night until they can get the rebuild done. Mike, you want to tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, I mean, we have a business here, and we do sheds and man caves and she sheds, and the storm washed away 65 of our buildings. I almost lost hope and was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. But the more I thought about it, and the people that were devastated, that had loss of home, loss of life, my heart just broke. And we had the capability through our company to build what we're going to call a safe place. And so they're not meant to be permanent dwelling, but these people right now, there are over 300 people just sleeping in tents. Other night it was 28 degrees. That's not a good place for anybody to be in, especially people who've been traumatized by what they went through. So our heart and our desire was to create something, and the company jumped on board with us. And we have 2 models available right now. There'll be a 3rd model coming out. But these are basically, in Buncombe County especially, code. You can put a building that's 10 by 12 on your property, and you don't have to have a permit. So that was a big part of it, is keeping the size that they don't have to deal with the county, they don't have to deal with government. They can just get it, they can put it in their backyard. My dream would be that churches who have large parking lots would put 3 or 4 or 5 around their parking lot, sponsor families, and get these people into a safe place. Just as quick as we can. Winter's on the way, and it gets really cold in the mountains. So this little model is a 10 by 12. It's what we call a high wall A-frame. All of the models will come as you can see. This one has an outdoor light. Let me show you the door here. This is what we refer to as a non-light door, so obviously they can get sunshine and brightness into their little unit. It is a home door. It does lock, so they'll be safe within this thing. All of these are wired, they're insulated, and on the interior walls, we have an LP smart paneling in it. The panel carries a 50-year warranty, so this is not just a cheap shed, it's thrown together. You can see the outlets around the wall. These filter switches will control your outside light, and then we have recessed light on the inside as well on this end. The windows are double hung insulated windows. All somebody has to do with this building is, if you put it in your backyard or you put it somewhere and you stub out a plug, you just run a extension cord to it, and we're going to provide cots and chairs and heaters and sleeping bags so these people can close the door, be warm, and be a family. So this is model number 1, and I'll show you model number 2. Whenever you're ready.
Let's go in here. It's a little loud out here.
Okay. Do what you usually get some outside of this one?
Yeah, we'll get some outside.
So model number 2 is what we call a Cambridge building. This is a really high design in what would typically be the shed industry, but also in homes. It's board and batten, which is a really popular style. Same thing with, you got LP siding on the walls, but we went further and put tongue and roof pine on the roof, and then the sleeping loft. The sleeping loft could easily sleep, several people, a couple adults, and a bunch of kids if they like to camp out. And this got recessed lighting there as under the loft as well as above the loft. Same thing, luxury vinyl floors, insulated, wired, double hung insulated window, and non-light door. And this one will run about 10.2. Pineview's really cut the prices huge just to make them available for everybody during this time. So these can go in a backyard again, church parking lot, or any place we can find property where we can get electricity to.
Awesome. This is where they'll plug in at.